Let's now put the spotlight on Brazil. The election is over and Luiz Inacio Lula da Silva is president once more. The leftist leader will take over from Jair Bolsonaro. Congratulations are pouring in for Lula from all over the world. We bring you more details in our next report. Take a look.
The crowds were ecstatic. Fireworks were being burst. The air was ringing with chants of Lula. The former president narrowly won the runoff elections. He defeated incumbent Jair Bolsonaro. The tightly contested polls saw Lula da Silva emerge as the victor, with about 50.9% of the vote. Brazil's Supreme Electoral Court declared Lula the next president. He will take over on January the 1st, almost 20 years after he first became president. After the polls, Lula made a speech.
We arrive at the end of one of the most important elections of our country, one that put face-to-face two different, opposed country projects, and today the only winner is the Brazilian people. This isn't a victory of mine or the Workers' Party, nor the parties that supported me in the campaign. It's the victory of a democratic movement that formed above political parties, personal interests and ideologies, so that democracy came out victorious.
Lula da Silva struck a conciliatory tone with his opponent's supporters. He will have to work to unite a highly polarized nation, and he may yet have to deal with Bolsonaro not conceding.
A defeated president would have already called me to acknowledge defeat. He still hasn't called. I don't know if he's going to call. I don't know if he's going to recognize my victory.
Last year, Bolsonaro had discussed refusing to accept the results of the vote. He claimed that Brazil's electronic voting system was vulnerable to fraud. The allegations were disproved, but Bolsonaro's silence has sparked worries about what he may do next. However, the rest of the world seems to have accepted the election results as legitimate. Lula joins the wave of leftist leaders being elected to power. Congratulations poured in from his fellow leftists in Cuba, Colombia, Argentina and the rest. But it isn't just the neighboring leftist nations. Congratulations poured in for Lula from the rest of the world too. US President Joe Biden congratulated him on Twitter and referred to the elections as free, fair and credible. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak hailed Lula's victory and said that he looks forward to working with him. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi sent out a tweet congratulating Lula da Silva on his victory as well. Russian President Vladimir Putin also congratulated Lula. In a statement on the Kremlin website, Putin said he hoped for strengthened Brazil-Russia ties. China's foreign ministry, meanwhile, released the following statement.
China sincerely congratulates Mr. Lula on his re-election as President of Brazil and wishes Brazil new achievements in its nation-building endeavors. China and Brazil are both large developing countries and important emerging markets, and they are each other's comprehensive strategic partners.
Lula da Silva has vowed to reverse Bolsonaro's policies in the Amazon. Deforestation reached a 15-year high during Bolsonaro's presidency. Lula had this to say after his victory.
We are going to reinstitute vigilant monitoring of the Amazon and fight against any illegal mining of minerals, lumber extraction or land clearing for agriculture. At the same time, we are going to promote sustainable development in communities of the Amazon. We are going to prove once again it's possible to generate wealth without destroying the environment.
German Chancellor Olaf Scholz had said that he looks forward to cooperating with Lula on climate protection. World leaders from across the political spectrum have acknowledged Lula's victory. Bolsonaro may not have international backing if he insists on contesting the results. But will that deter Bolsonaro? Well, his nickname is the Tropical Trump, so his next move may be similar to that of his North American counterpart.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.